Hi, I'm theciaellis, and welcome to This Grandma's Life. I am down here at Arrowhead State Park this time. That's almost into McAllister. So according to the maps that indicates where the state parks are located, it is in the southeast portion of Oklahoma region. I just pulled into the office, and so I'll get a map. We'll check things out, and I'm hoping to get some hiking done today and see what we can see. Armadillo foraging in the middle of the day. He's digging for something. I passed a huge facility on the way down the hill coming here. This is Narconon Arrowhead Estates headquarters, but I think that's where it's a garage where they keep boats or something there. I don't know. But up the hill, it was a huge facility, and it was on private property. And I have to admit, by the name of it, I probably don't want to be there. Sorry, I'm looking at the sun. You know, as I drive around, some parts of this park look really, really nicely put together, and some parts look so neglected. I mean, look at how crusty looking this is, and some of the stuff is falling apart. And I've even noticed some of the places, the picnic tables in the distance, some of the picnic tables are very well groomed and all the grasses are taken down around them, and others just have grass growing up around them. I don't know if this has any, I don't know what it has anything to do with, because this could be just a, there's a picnic table right down there, and it's got trees growing up through it. Kind of interesting. Maybe this is just an old part. I don't know. Because you can even see where the dirt has come up around the legs of this particular picnic table. I don't know, it was just really weird. I like those picnic tables that are the concrete ones. They look like they're hexagon. I backtrack a little bit to give you a little bit of a comparison, because here's another part of the park, just maybe a quarter of a mile. I was up the road that way. And to come back so I could show you that this is so much more taken care of. In fact, they've even got, I guess, I don't know what these are called, but there's one on each side where you can probably do the bean bags, but they're concrete. And there's another one on the other side. There's some camping along the way here, and the lake is beautiful. It looks like there's places there's more campgrounds down there, or camping sites. Here's a place for volleyball, and see, there goes a boat. Oh, I miss getting banged on the lake. Just miss it so much. Well, there's some swing sets over there. We're going to go up here in a moment, check what's there. Oh, look at these swings. Aren't these cool? And just swings that here for people can sit on them while their kids are playing on the playground. That is so neat. I like it. Okay, across the way there you can see the building that I was showing you earlier where the boat ramp was. So we're on this side of the point, and you can see how low the lake is right here. Another boat coming across. Looks cool. But here's a different view. Oh, there's a boat going way over there too. But yeah, looks like it's pretty low. And I made an observation, or on my observation I came up with something I'll show you. When I first came into this loop, I don't know if you can see it back in there, there's an old bathroom. And I thought, oh my gosh, it was all boarded up and it didn't look very nice. And I thought, I hope that's not what my only options are. And this is a newer version, but apparently it's closed too. In fact, I'm going to peek in here. It looks like things have been growing out. But I liked the rock. It was a pretty cool design, but this one's also closed. You can see where one side was where either one gender went, and this other side is where another gender would go, and I don't see any signs that indicate which is which. But look, here's around here. Let's peek here. What is this? Looks like it was a shower here, and it had benches all around. That's interesting. And then in here, it's all open, and I have no idea what was in here. It's interesting though, and all the rocks. But still, like I said, this one's closed. But here's the newer ones, the ones that are being used now. And these are like the showers that they had over there in western Oklahoma that Diane and I used when we went to Alabaster Caverns. So, I don't know, it's just an interesting change. And you think they would demolish something. At the same time, you go, oh, why would you demolish all this beautiful rock and stuff? It looks like 70s design, though. I bet it was built in the 70s with the odd roof shape. I don't know. I could be way wrong. Okay, here's the situation. I am an extreme novice hiker. And I did finally, according to the graph, I found the office. It took me a while. But here's the office here. At this time, all the way up here at Turkey Flats, I'd already been through apparently all this stuff. But all of these dash lines are hiking trails. Well, how do you know when you're on them? Well, I looked on the other side, and they give you coordinates, because I have not seen any signs of trailheads for anything. So I have to admit, I'm intimidated. I'm going to have to find somebody who knows how to do hiking and go with them some places. I may try. See, like, how do I find the latitude and longitude? Is there a specific app I get on my phone to do that? And this is for the Trivia Trail. It's, 1.3 miles. Yeah, I'm sure I could figure it out, but do I have the courage to do it today? I don't know. Okay, here's something that might help. I know I've had this app on my phone that shows the direction I'm going and stuff like that, compass, but I guess I never really paid attention to the latitude and longitude. Well, at least I know I've got this, and I have the service to do it. I have been having incredibly bad internet. So, I have no internet at home. It diminished and diminished and diminished. And I thought, well, maybe it's something that's going on in a pole, because my receiver says I have internet. But, or whatever you call it. I don't know what it's called. I think it's a receiver. And it's showing all the green lights and everything. And before I completely lost it, it said that I had good reception, but I was not. It just kept diminishing, and now just a couple nights ago, it completely died. So I guess I'm going to have to find out what's going on with that. But at the same time, my cell phone was kind of doing the same thing. I mean, I can't upload anything. I can't watch any of my little videos, and not just because for cell service, not for internet service, but my cell service has diminished greatly. I've noticed a lot of times when I'm on the road here, and I realize I'm in rural Oklahoma, but that has improved dramatically over the years. But there's a lot of times the Google Maps is going, we don't know where you are. You have no service. So, I think that's part of the reason I'm a little bit apprehensive about going. But according to this app, I might be able to do a little bit of a walk. Might as well. The weather is like 73 degrees and sunny. And so it means I should have worn a sleeveless shirt. But I got jeans and a t-shirt on. That should be plenty. And I don't know. I'll explore a little bit. I think my plan is I'm going to explore a little bit, and then I'm going to go back up to the office and park there and follow one of the walking routes from there. We'll see. As I was making the loop around, I noticed I found a lookout point, and this is a cool one. I can show you a little bit better. And it is neat. Not only is it beautiful out here, and you can see where the lake kind of goes. And it goes way off in the distance there too. But over here, do you remember me telling you something about the Narconon place? That copper colored, whatever, roof, sorry about the wind, is where I was talking about. So down below there somewhere is where the boat ramp was that we were located. But this is neat. I like this lookout. And yeah, I mean, you can tell that the leaves are changing. But I don't know. I like green. I'm a green person. But you know what? We're gonna go hiking. I decided to get brave and go hiking. But I just want to get this little lookout first. Here's a different view. Ooh, what is this? Oh, there's some like retention ponds down there. Huh. I don't know what that's a silhouette of. It looks like it's a silhouette of a bobcat. And we're up here by the Arrowhead golf course entrance. Thing about it is, I don't know what I need for backpacking. I know I need water. So, I guess I'll research into that too. But at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and carry this backpack, even though it's got like a suit of clothes and stuff, and I'm only going to go a couple miles because I think I found the route that I want to take. But I still want to carry the backpack, even though it has a little bit of weight to it. I need to learn, and this is a good way to do it. So, okay, I found a trailhead, and I think we're going to get started. One thing I love about parts of Oklahoma is the huge rocks. There's another one off in the distance there. It almost looks like a miniature little cave. Well, this one does too. One thing I'm reminded of, I was always, especially I think when I was watching Last of the Mohicans or something like that when I was a little kid, Native Americans apparently were really good at walking very quietly. I am not, especially with all these dead leaves on the trail. I'm making all the crunching noises. See, I just needed to have a little bit more faith than what I did, because there's signs all through here. There's actually things that's wanting to talk about. Like the first sign was asking, this is a trivia trail apparently, and I didn't understand what that meant at first. But what they do is, as you follow the trail, it asks you questions. Well, what year was Oklahoma made into a state? And then you go a few yards, and it tells you the answer. And and the next one, right, that I now haven't figured out or I haven't found yet was what are the Oklahoma's state colors? I think it's blue, but I'm not sure. I don't know after that. What? Our state flag is blue, but it's green and white. The green and represent the colors of foliage, and they are the berries of the mistletoe. Okay, well, all right. I'm on an incline, and it's kind of cool. Yesterday, I got to go on a walk with a friend of mine, but it was much flatter, and I told her I was going to be going. We did like a 3-mile walk yesterday. This is going to be a little bit different. I thought this was the way to go, the way the rock is carved out here, and I do see some footprints, but I think most of the trail, like the leaves broken down, are on this. Let's go the higher route. Looks like I took the correct way. We'll see. All right, if I want to, I can go back to the park office, and it's only a 1/4 mile that way. But it looks so we're at a definite fork in the road, and I think I want to go further. I don't want to just do. These are just different signs about the trail, or like animals of Oklahoma and things like that. Yep, definitely going to keep on going. Look at these cool rocks. Now you can tell this is why they use these rocks for building stuff, because they're so squared off. And they would make good stuff. I hate that it's so dry, because I'll bet there's water runs down through here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And it keeps on going down. Oh wow, this is cool. All right. So the first question was about the date of when Oklahoma became a state, and I believe it said 1907. And then it was talking about the colors, the state colors. It asked what the state fish was, and it ended up being a white bass. Wanted to know what the state motto was, and it was labor conquers all things. That's interesting. Oh yeah, and then it says that New Mexico, it asked how many states but up, and I knew about obviously Kansas and Missouri and Arkansas and Texas, and I knew Colorado did up there up on the Panhandle, but New Mexico, I'm going to look that one up. Now the next question they had was easiest because it said which state has all man-made lakes? Duh, Oklahoma. I mean, even if you didn't know that, the way they phrased the question, you go, yep. Now it wants to know what the game bird is. What do you think it is? Put it in the comments below. I think it's the dove. I don't know. Ooh, look at this rocky incline. It's a good thing my foot's getting better and better and better. Wrong again. Wild turkey. Oklahoma state tree. I want to say it's an oak tree. But we have several different kinds. We got red oaks, white oaks, pin oaks. I don't know. We'll see. This is neat. My friend that took me hiking yesterday, she's just recently discovered trail runs. She would probably really enjoy this. This is cool rock. Everybody's dumped everything on top of it. But I'm not going to go on a trail run. I ain't running anywhere. But look at this. I was going to go that way. Turned around, look, Trivia Trail. I would have missed it. Golly. And you know what? I think I'm going to take it back. I think it was 1.3 miles is what it said it was going to be. And I was thinking, I could do better than that. But with inclines and rocks, probably not. But look at these rocks. These are huge. Okay, wait, let me turn around so you can see how big they are. There we go. They're high. They're big old boulders, aren't they? Pretty neat. Oh, I missed the sign for the state beverage, and it's milk. Okay. Interesting. So what is the state animal? Well, apparently, I know little to nothing about Oklahoma. I mean, we don't have a lot of bison here anymore, or the buffalo or whatever. We've got deer. And like I showed you earlier, armadillos. And I wasn't a stellar student in school. A's and B's, I guess. But you think, being in Oklahoma, I would know more than what I do. It's kind of like, well, okay. Okay, I'm a little confused because I didn't see the one about the flag, but it's just saying the red background of the flag refers to the Native American population, and a central white and blue star number 46 represented in Oklahoma's admission to the state. It's a 46th state. Okay. And then what is the Oklahoma state bird? Well, we already saw that. It's a wild turkey. No, that's I think it was a turkey. I know it was a turkey, but was it just regular state bird or was it a game bird? I don't know. I bet it was a game bird. So, I know what the state bird is. I bet it's the theciaellis flycatcher. We'll try that one. There was kind of a Y in the trail back there, and I didn't know which way to go. But I'm seeing these stacked rocks, so I'm believing this is the right way. We'll find out. Woohoo! Finally got one right. Yeah, the reason I remembered is because of the quarter. Ooh, how many counties are in Oklahoma? I believe it's 77. We'll find out, I hope. All right, 77 counties. I'm not a total dunce. What year did Oklahoma designate green and white as the state colors? Do I really care about that one? I don't know. We'll find out though, I guess. Makes me wonder if it said that on that sign about what the state colors were and they told the answer. And I didn't pay attention. Maybe so. Okay. 1915. We don't care about that one. What's Oklahoma's nickname? Sooners! I bet, huh? I'm going to feel really stupid if that's wrong. All right, see? Sooner. It's a Sooner state. Well, at least I got that one right. What is Oklahoma's game animal? Okay, is this one a deer? Maybe. Let's see, find out. White-tailed deer. Well, okay, I didn't call it white-tailed, but that's what they are in Oklahoma. How did I do? Not so hot. Well, I actually am glad that I got a little bit brave for me and went on that hike. I enjoyed the hike. I've been thinking about it since then. I believe that the trivia part of it really kind of made it fun for me, and I think that I enjoyed it more because of that. So I still want to learn how to do some hikes and stuff, but I want to make it interesting for you too. So I'm thinking, what is the best way to do that? One of the things I learned about that hike though is I don't know as much about Oklahoma as I thought I did. That's really sad. I don't know. One way or another, I went, I enjoyed it, I had a good time, and I am planning on doing more in the future. So we're gonna keep that up in one form or another, and maybe I'll have friends with me, and maybe I won't. And I think I like that too, because I don't want to let it stop me, So I do want to remind you, I do have a Patreon page now. So what I've been doing on the free part of Patreon, and it's under Grandma's Homestead and or this Grandma's Life, because I'm doing post of it. I'm doing a growth thing. So like when I get up first thing in the morning, I do a devotional, I read the devotional. Of course, if you follow me at all, I try to do a scripture of the day and a quote of the day, and I post them. Well, what I've been doing with the free portion of that is it's called growth. I talk to you about why I chose that particular scripture to memorize and quote to you, and the same thing with the script. With the quote and the scripture, each of them. I talk to you why I chose them and how they affect me in my life. And the devotionals, when I read them, if something stands out to me that I'd like to share with you, I'm putting it on that too. Also, what's free on Patreon are the recipes. When I cook something and want to do up a recipe, and I do a cooking video, I've been posting the recipes. Now they're on the Patreon page, and they're also on the Grandma's Homestead.farm page, and you can look them up there. Now for the paid section, I'm slowly over time, and the way my internet's going, it may take a long time. It takes hours and hours to upload even a short video right now. I think they're getting things fixed. I went several days without internet at all. I digress. I'm uploading as many videos as possible, all the current videos for both this Grandma's Life and Grandma's Homestead, and I'm posting on Patreon, and you can watch them at $5 a month. At that level, you can watch them ad-free. And I know that you can go on YouTube, and I think you pay like $14 or $15 a month, something like that, for the premium, and you can watch videos ad-free there. So this is a discount. You can watch all my stuff and old stuff. The old stuff that I'm pulling up is really kind of cool, like very, very old. When I first was starting to learn how to do videos and stuff, Tom was a beekeeper, so we've got a few beekeeping recipes, videos coming up, and one of them I just posted on there recently is when Kenzie was little, and she's helping to extract honey in a hand cranked extractor. I'm enjoying doing those. So basically for $5 a month, you get all my current videos as soon as I put them up, and then I'm posting old stuff, and there's no telling on it, and that's all for $5 a month. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed that hike as much as I did, and saw how unintelligent uneducated. I think it's interesting because you do learn a lot of that stuff in school. But it's been 45 years since I got out of school, and even though I still learn stuff as I go, and a lot of that I learned after I got out of school, you forget. And it's kind of hard on the ego. But I guess that's the way it goes. God bless, guys. Live until you die. Find things to do. Get out there and live. God bless. I'll see you next time.